Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. So I think it's time for me to learn how to install a zipper. As for the project to go with it, I'm thinking of making one of these. Mom made this as a coin pocket years ago, and as you can see, it's really falling apart. Its size fits the zipper I have perfectly, so let's see if we can make one out of leather. The pattern's simply a body and also a cap. For the body, I'm using this piece of navy suede, and it's about 1.5 millimeters thick. So let's start with the body by cutting up some leather. And now skive the upper edge so it won't be too thick after folding. I don't have basking tape, so normal double-sided tape will have to do for now. It held up alright, but I did find some sliding when punching in the stitching holes. Oh, and the zipper here is temporarily taped down to make sure everything's centered. And now we can start stitching. And yeah, I'm using a spacing compass now because it's more accurate. And now that one side's done, we can repeat on the other side. Looking good. Now that the zipper's secured, we can cut off the excess and sear the ends. Now we flip the bag inside out. And work with the bottom seam, starting with some glue. Now we also glue the edges of the corner, making sure not to apply too much, and fold it down so they meet in a straight line. And now it's ready for stitching. Because you can't bend leather as easily as fabric, I've passed the middle stitch through the existing hole of the bottom edge. After this, we repeat everything on the other side. And we can flip bag inside out again. Shape it, and we're almost done. Well, or so I thought. Turns out the upper edge was way harder than I thought. This was a piece of cake. So I made the folds, and yeah, this is intentionally staggered so the edges won't be too thick. But I did overlook something while drawing my patterns, and that is the dip in level when folded at an angle. I should have compensated it when drawing my patterns. But considering where the point is, I believe the horizontal stitch would be able to hold it in place. Now that the angle of the fold is determined and secured, I'll have to put 2 stitches in the very corner of it, just to hold them together. Just like that. This is the original cap design I had, but I'm really not happy with the stitch line, and the thinner leather picks up too much of the ups and downs of the lower layer. Plus it's not wide enough to cover up the corners of the body. The dorsal hoop was originally planned to hold a metal ring, but I think I have a better idea. So let's also extend the hoop dimensions. I'll be using much thicker leather this time, and I'll spare you from all that hammering, because I really can't get it to punch through. But it did leave a mark, so I guess I'll have to cut it out with my knife. Do the same with a smaller circle, and we have a ring. Now that we have 2 identical rings, we can stitch them together. Whoops, burnt it a little. Nothing that beveling can't take care of though. After beveling all the edges, and a whole lot more of sanding, we get something like this. Cool. Now let's burnish the edges. So after redesigning the cap, this is what we have. We'll have to skive the lateral edges and also the middle section, so the bag could sit nicely in the trough and the hoop could bend more easily. And this is what it looks like. And now I'm punching in the holes. But to be honest, I should probably punch them in before I skive. You're asking why the corners aren't rounded like the ones in the previous clip? Well, because I didn't tell you that I punched the holes on the wrong side of the leather and had to make one again. And I left the corners in for better alignment. Alright, now let's round the corners. And now we can bevel all the edges. I'm really liking this new beveler. Yep, even the ones up here. And sand everything down, especially where the beveler can't reach. Looking good. Much better than the original design. Now we burnish these edges too. We can totally stop here, and it's looking great. But I feel like there's something missing in the middle. Maybe I could make a zipper pull. What do you think? Do you like it like this, or the final design I have? I'm using this piece cut out from the upper ring to make it into a smaller ring. And cut off a strip from a tiny piece of scrap. Skive the ends. Cut a trough in the middle of the ring. So it looks like this. And the strip could sit in it like this. Put it on the end of the zipper, and voila! Do lots and lots of sanding. And burnish the edges. And there we have it. The cap now encompasses the upper edge of the body nicely and provides great holding. The design of the zipper pull also echoes with the upper ring. You can fit your electronics, your cosmetics, some change, and certainly your keys in this little pocket. And that's it for today. I had fun with this project. If you like my content, please consider subscribing or smash that like button. I also really appreciate the useful comments and encouragement left by everyone. I'll see you next time.